An invading fleet breaches a planetary mantle, leading with massive drills to crush a physical fortress. Instead, the rock gives way to an absolute vacuum. Moments before, this was Mael Lang, a world of hard light terraces and data spires protected by the Naga's green coils. Now, the cartographer and the scribe watch as the entire grid simply folds inward. The first designer hasn't been defeated, it has initiated a calculated self-wipe. Faced with an unstoppable armada, it chooses to unmake the architecture of the subconscious rather than let it be conquered. The invaders' destruction is physics. Their ships carry massive momentum, relying on a physical resistance, a tension field, to push against. By introducing zero-point resistance, the designer removes that floor. Without a field, their unreciprocated momentum tears the ships apart, scattering debris into the void. As the physical universe dissolves, the Naga tightens its coils around the survivors. They are pulled away from the surface of the grid and into an abyss that possesses no physical dimensions. To survive an invincible enemy, the designer deleted the battlefield itself, forcing the survivors to transition into a reality governed entirely by data rather than matter. The transition into the Deep Awakening strips away every physical sense. The cartographer can no longer feel his suit or the pressure of the field. Even his hands dissolve into a radiating blue signature of his own attention. Beside him, the scribe experiences a panic of disappearing data. Her cartography logs and physical coordinates, the tools she used to define herself, begin to unspool into the void. She is attempting to measure a formless, infinite space using the logic of a world that no longer exists. She is reaching for physical anchors in a place where coordinates have lost all meaning. The cartographer realizes they must let the logs go. They aren't the map of this world. They are the map makers. To stabilize, they have to stop clinging to their old physical identities. Survival in this collapse requires a complete abandonment of the tools once used to measure reality. They must embrace a state of total formlessness. They adopt the identity of Set 14, the agnostics, observers who navigate temporary waves of reality. Rigid structures shatter under pressure, but agnostics move with the current. The scribe aligns with this fluid logic, her light stabilizing into a deep calm of pure observation. This shift reveals a hidden layer of the subconscious. Billions of microscopic golden embers begin to drift upward, illuminating the dark fluid around them. These embers are the ancestor data, the accumulated memories and focused attention of every civilization that once lived within the mandala. As these lights touch the survivors, they trigger a massive download of history and emotion. By merging with this data, the two scavengers become a living ledger for the galaxy. They have traded their physical forms for the weight of an entire civilization's history. Just as they synchronize with the ancestors, a new frequency builds at the bottom of the deep water. An unstoppable gravitational pull begins dragging the Naga and agnostics toward a single fixed coordinate. This is the final sequence, Set 19. It is the complete dissolution of the remaining system, an unstoppable momentum toward total deletion. The Naga transmits a final realization. The reset is the doorway to the designer's final promise. The wipe is the transition required to move beyond the local grid. The physical world functioned as a temporary storage medium. It was purposefully dismantled to protect the invaluable cultivated data within, ensuring the core remains intact. This protected core is now being ejected across the void, following a focused trajectory toward the arc. Preserving the soul of a civilization requires the courage to let the physical world fall. By becoming formless, observers can ride the current of their own history into the great unknown,